good morning, everyone, and happy Independence Day. This is your girl, the Reina Creole, and I am live at a very, very hot Magic Kingdom. I'm actually right here at Casey's. The piano man is playing, obviously, the national anthem of the United States. Talk about a talented guy. So let's see, who do we have here in the chat? Of course, happy Independence Day to all of my American viewers and to my British Commonwealth viewers who probably think of this as as a treason day. So just saying. Let's see. We have got Keely Chow in the chat who says, hello, everybody. Hello, and a very good morning. Good morning to you, and Roll Tide, of course. Happy 4th of July, of course. Goofarth 35 says, hey there. Well, hello, and good to see you. Said it was fun watching fireworks in the park and see family today for burgers and dogs. Well, very good. Glad to hear it. Well, today, folks, we're going to go head on over into Liberty Square. Going to do as much inside stuff as possible, maybe not quite a lot, but just so you can see how it is here for Independence Day. And I have to say, the crowd levels are not as large as I'm used to seeing for the 4th of July. So that is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. This morning got to see the Air Force fly over the castle. So I'm hoping to get that video short out to you guys a little later on today. Very, very cool. See some F-35s come flying right across the Cinderella Castle. Nothing quite says America like that. All right, well, let's go ahead and get moving. Flip the camera here. Okay. As I said, it is quite hot out here in Florida today, so I'm going to be inside as much as possible. Hey, Rambam 3000 says, or on an A10 Warthog. Yep, one of those two. All right, let's see. Do I have the umbrella? Yes, I do. I got the umbrella. There we go. I'll let you guys see the piano guy really quick. He is awesome. He's pretty cool, isn't he? Let's see, Goofarth 35, yeah, they upgraded. I thought it was going to be the Blue Angels, but it wasn't. They announced that it was an Air Force flyover in the F-35s. So kind of disappointed because as a kid, I would always see the Blue Angels do their 4th of July flyover. So they passed the torch, so to speak. I will always be partial to the F-22s in a way, but F-35s were nice to see, although they are definitely not as cool as the F-18s. Definitely not as cool as the F-22s for sure. So we head on over into Liberty Square, just kind of chilling out here for today. I'm not going to be at the Magic Kingdom too long, but I wanted to pop over here and let you guys see what it's like which for me looks very atypical. I'm used to much more people being in here first thing in the morning, but hey, it's okay. Let's see. So for Liberty Square, what you're going to do, go left. We always go left on this channel. Everyone else goes right. We go left. Adventureland is over there to the extreme left. That's usually where we start. But we're walking along Cinderella, the hub to Cinderella's castle. So we're going to go over to Liberty Square. Liberty Square, aptly named. And thank you, Rambam 3000 says happy 4th of July, the Reina Creole. Well, thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Wow. I guess everybody's going over to Tron, I guess. I don't know. I'm not used to it looking this dead in the hub. Although we did kind of party kind of hard last night. That DJ in front of Cinderella's castle was bumping. Oh, man. Got that right. Hey, Chef Nation. Yes, we're making a left turn. Yes, we always make left turns. We come here to the park. Sometimes we make a right turn, but usually it is a left turn. And I see your dad man walking who says, howdy, listening while driving. Well, say hello to you and the missus. Let's see. That area over there is reserved. I guess that's for VIP viewers. For the parade, yes. So for folks who don't know, the parade starts in Frontierland, comes through here, across the bridge into Liberty Square, around the horn of Cinderella's castle, and back towards Mainstream USA. So there's Liberty Square. We're going to spend some time in Liberty Square because I usually don't. I usually just go straight to the Haunted Mansion and that's it. But here is the placard on Liberty Square. Beyond this gateway lies a humble village built on hope and courage. The hope to be heard and the courage to listen and welcome new ideas. The hope for freedom for all and the courage to fight for it at any cost. May all who step foot here be awakened by this same hope and courageous spirit. Welcome to Liberty Square. So here we are. This is the first time I have ever read this
just book the walkway
this placard. So it's so cool. All the stuff. See, here's one of the cool things about backing away from being a theme park commando for a while. You start to appreciate these little details when it comes to places like this. So up here on the right is Sleepy Hollow. Very disrespectful treats. 1, they serve funnel cakes. 2, they serve chicken and waffles. 2 of the most disrespectful desserts you could ever have. They also have this oh my gosh, this Haunted Mansion themed ale that's in there. It's really good. It's delicious. Goofar35 says, sounds like something Walt would support, not so much modern Disney. Yes. That's something that Walt put in Disneyland, especially to inform foreign visitors and remind Americans about how America got started, especially with how progressed we are now in time with modern conveniences, to go back to a time that was different when we were a maple republic and made the decision to go up against the most powerful military in the world in order to get our freedom. And that became known as the shot heard around the world, and revolutions popped off from there. Did somebody say ale? Yes, girl, it was me. I did. I did. So you know what? We're going to actually walk into the Hall of Presidents in a little bit. I want to show you guys a couple of things. Let's go over here. Now, I have actually seen the actual Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. I've actually seen it. So right here, of course, this is a replica. This is not the one that, obviously, not the one in Philadelphia. So this right here gives you a history of the Liberty Bell. First started as a province bell, ordered from the English bell foundry of Whitechapel in 1751 by the Pennsylvania Assembly. So thing is, when they brought it back from England, they rung it once and then they rung it again and it split. So two Philadelphia metal workers, Pass and Stowe. You guys remember this from, oh my gosh, National Treasure, which is a good movie to watch today, actually. We learned Pass and Stowe melted it down, added more copper, recasted it. They used it so much to toll the Bell of Independence and the Bell of Revolution. And the Revolutionary War, they rung it to signify each victory and muffled and tolled slowly for each defeat. But it was so important that when Philadelphia was invaded, and I remember this from history, they took it to Allentown. Allentown, home of Dorney Park. So they brought it to Allentown and they hid it in the floorboards of a church so the British wouldn't find it. They rang it in the State House in Philadelphia to signify the signing of the Treaty of Paris, which ended the war between Great Britain and the United States on September 3rd, 1783. They used it so much that it cracked in 1835. So if you go to Philadelphia, um, you go to Philadelphia in Center City, down at Independence Hall, you can actually see the actual Liberty Bell. And yes, Rambam 3000, there actually, it split initially and then it got recasted. And then it was used so much that in 1835, when they rang it, it developed a crack. So they fixed it with like this nail, patched it back together, and put it in a museum, and have not rung it ever since. But on the 4th of July in Philadelphia, descendants of Betsy Ross will go and symbolically knock the bell because they don't ring the bell anymore. Mm-hmm. Hello, Steel Leg of History. Bye-bye. Says, how are you doing today? Be blessed. Be blessed. Have something cool happen soon. Can't wait to tell. Be blessed. Happy 4th. Well, waiting to hear about that great news, Steel Leg of History. That'll be great. And Chef Nation says, 4th of July movies in my house. The Patriot. That is the one that I have to see. I have not seen The Patriot. National Treasure. Yes. Independence Day. Yes. If you have the time, watch the HBO miniseries John Adams. I can't recommend that. I can't recommend that enough. Hey, Dragon Master 360, good to see you. It says morning all, morning all. Let's see. So to back up a little bit, so here in, I call it like the Liberty Square. What you see is a replica of the Liberty Bell. The original is in Philadelphia. And around the flag, around the bell, excuse me, hot out here, I can't think. Around the bell are the 13 flags of the 13 original colonies, or I should say the 13 rebelling colonies once you put my family's history into it, because we were in British East and British West Florida. Those colonies did not rebel against the crown, and there were lots of loyalists who escaped South Carolina and Georgia for British East and West Florida when they decided to rebel. So you see the flags of all of those 13 colonies up there, and on each flagpole you will see the date that the Constitution, not the Constitution, excuse me. Yes, it is, that the Constitution was ratified. So we're going to go over here to Pennsylvania because it's up the closest. And that's the one I know. There it is, ratified December 12th, 1787. So the Constitution was ratified in Philadelphia by the state of, well, yes, the state of Pennsylvania then. The state ratified it December 12th, 1787. Each flag, again, has a placard of when the Constitution was ratified. New Jersey ratified it December 18th, 1787. Hey, Outcast Creative, how you doing? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yes, John Adams, that was good. I enjoyed that a lot. I did too. Interesting thing. The last episode of that, John Adams, there's a conversation that John Adams has with Alexander Hamilton, where Hamilton talks about wanting to invade Spanish Florida after the Spaniards aided the Patriots. So that was an interesting addition there. I was like, whoa, Florida got a shout out. Hey, Lance, how you doing? Outcast Creative, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's my 1-year anniversary mega stream this Sunday, the Reina Creole. Hoping you will pop in and say hi. Well, let's see if I have time, Lance. Let me know what time it is, and I'll see if I have time. See if I can make it. Yes, Paul Giamatti was awesome in that role. Oh my gosh. He was so cool. That is quite possibly one of the most accurate depictions of the American Revolution. John Adams and Sam Adams are actually distant cousins of mine, as is Robert Treat Paine, all three of them who signed the Declaration of Independence, signed on their wealth, their sacred honor, and basically signed their own death warrants as they were committing treason against the king. So there's a Liberty Tree Tavern that has what I would call your northeastern, well, no, New England type of fare. It's okay. It used to be a character meal, and I liked that because all of the characters were dressed up in colonial outfits. It was really cool. So they don't do that anymore. The food's okay. I haven't been there in quite a while, so I may need to make another trip. But that's the Liberty Tree Tavern right there. Also a nice place to get a reservation and then come out and watch the parade. That's the River of Pooh. No, I'm not kidding, really. That's the River of Pooh. They didn't have indoor plumbing in the 18th century, so, guess where they threw it. But this was the Imagineers' way of putting that little joke in here. So that's the River of Pooh. Another fun American series is Bruce Campbell and Jack of All Trades. Funny. Let's see. Grand Bam 3000 says Lorena Creole. I actually caught some of that because they showed it over here. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I really do like the John Adams HBO series. It's extremely good. So it is really hot. So we're going to go in the Hall of Presidents. Yes, river of poop. Ignore the bin chickens. We don't feed them. We do not feed them. So let's see. You know how I love to look at like exhibits and stuff. So let's go in here and check this stuff out. Oh, it's so nice and cool in here. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's so cool in here. So cool in here. Okay, we're going to take our time in here. Since it's one, nice and cool, and two, I can give you guys a wonderful history lesson while I'm in here. So this is the rotunda. Ram Bam 3000. When I found that out in history class, that was the funniest freaking thing. Let's see. So we have, wow, I don't think I've had a chance to actually look at all the artifacts in here. So obviously, they've got portraits of Thomas Jefferson, who actually had 2 drafts of the Constitution. Then there's Woodrow Wilson, one of my least favorite presidents, because he resegregated the U.S. government. There's that. See, and you have Ronald Reagan right there. Those are gorgeous. So here it has like the what president they were, and a quote from, that's a quote from Bush, HW. Yes, Lance, they do. We're actually right at that attraction. So I'm going to take you guys in a little bit. But I figured we would take a look around inside because I have not seen any of this. Well, let's go over here first. So that's like a bust of Walt Disney. It says Walt Disney, an American original. You have pictures of him. There's him on the right with Eisenhower. It says, I've always been kind of a billboard American. I think that I get that red, white, and blue streak up and down my back every once in a while. And that is from Walt Disney. Hey, Dylan C. Good to see you. It says, hey, Loretta. And yes, that was a great painting of Reagan. We love the Liberty Tree. When it was character dining, we had Thanksgiving there. Yeah, it was just something cool about seeing all the Disney characters in, the Fab Five anyway, in colonial American dress. So here, let's find out some more about the Hall of Presidents. So the making of the Hall of Presidents. Walt Disney always dreamt of creating a show where all of America's presidents could share the stage together. Walt's patriotic vision became a reality when the Hall of Presidents was unveiled at the Magic Kingdom Park in 1971. Since its debut, the show has been updated each time a new president has taken office. Books and periodicals, extensive photographic research, and historical site visits provided the team of Disney artists and storytellers with information and inspiration needed to craft each presidential audio animatronics figure. So these are like the sculpts that they used. So like there's Jefferson, there's Washington, there's Reagan, there's Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was actually the provisional governor of the territory of Florida. Yeah, there's a reason they wanted to impeach him. But anyway, we won't get back to that. So here's like the accessories. They wear custom tailored suits, props, things endemic to the time. Very cool. Hey, Mark Daly. Good to see you, my dear. It says, Happy Independence Day in the Reina. America hits 247 today. My dad hit 82 on the 2nd, and I hit 54 on the 8th. Well, blessings to all of you. Oh, here's something cool I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Hey, Memes of Destruction. It says, hi, guys. What's going on? Well, good to see you. Good to see all you guys in here. Good seeing ya. Okay, so do you guys see this here? Great Seal of the United States. There are only 2 of these. The other one is in the Oval Office in the White House. If I remember correctly, there had to actually be an act of Congress in order for Disney to install this replica into the Hall of Presidents. So there's only 2 that you can see. This one here at Disney World in the Hall of Presidents, and the other one in the Oval Office at the White House on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's see, I'm trying to find some other cool artifacts and stuff for y'all to look at while we wait to go in to see the Hall of Presidents. Let's see, dresses. You know I love dresses. Dolly Payne Todd Madison. So this is one of her dresses. Looks like something straight out of Bridgerton. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that porcelain up there. That is still so cool. Yeah, the presidential, the seal. So that's Dolly Madison's evening gown. And another reason to remember Dolly Madison is a lot of the paintings that she saved when the British burned Washington during the War of 1812. Caroline Harrison. Look at this. This is their day dress. Can you imagine having to put this on every day? High neck. It's beautiful. And then here's a dress from, so this is Rosalind Carter's dress, Jimmy Carter's wife. So that's cool. They have all this stuff in here with the first ladies. So you can see the dresses from, the 18th century, 19th century, and the 20th century. Very nice. So that's the entrance to the theater over there. So let's see. Let's look at some more pictures. 14 of you guys here in the chat. So good to see you. We're just hanging out here in Liberty Square today, checking things out. So let's see, that is Jimmy Carter, right there to the right. That's Franklin Delano Roosevelt in the middle. I did not know that he had polio because he wasn't allowed to be shot or pictures taken of him in his chair. So people didn't know till after he died that that's what the deal was. Let's see, that's James Monroe. I don't remember much about him. Then of course there's Lincoln, right there. And dude with the most fancy hair ever, that's Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, 7th president. Andrew Jackson, also the territorial governor of Florida when it was a territory. and also the instigator of the Seminole Wars in Florida as well. So if you've heard of the Trail of Tears, this dude had to deal with it. Hello, Darth Apathy. So good to see you. Says, it's like I get to visit Disney World without paying any money. Absolutely. You get to live vicariously through me. You know, so glad you're here. Let's see, we got Dwight Eisenhower. Oh, wait, no. So that's George Bush's Texas Rangers jacket right there. Jimmy Carter's fly fishing gear. So there's stuff from all the different presidents. That's this fly fishing gear right there. Looks like this is one of Dwight Eisenhower's paintings. Right there. Hey, Matt G. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, you guys don't. I'm the one who has to run extra on the treadmill for those disrespectful desserts. How cool is this? This is Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, his saddle, and his hat. Wow. I think this fascinates me more than I like seeing stuff from the presidents that I didn't grow up knowing. Hey, Space Dave. Hey, good seeing ya. Yes, and happy 4th of July to you as well. So yeah, so there's Teddy Roosevelt, his saddle. We didn't want cars back in the day, and his hat. And I love the repair tag, Martin and Martin, 5th Avenue. Let's see, what do we have over here? We have Benjamin Harrison's walking stick right there. We have James K. Polk's inkwell. Before ballpoint pens, you had to have ink, inkwell instead. Hello, Lobster 11 says happy 4th, everyone. Happy 4th to you. Glad you're here. There's James Monroe's gloves. There. His gloves. And Richard Nixon's key to Disneyland. How interesting. And there's George Washington's shoe buckles. Silver and stone shoe buckles. So the shoe buckles were the height of fashion in the 18th century, indicating one's taste and social standing. So I guess you pimped out your shoes with these buckles on them. That's his. And this is Woodrow Wilson's golf club. So apparently he had the Secret Service paint his golf balls black so he could paint in the snow. And he was a subpar golfer. Let's see, what do we have over here? We have James Monroe, his scales and weights right there. And Franklin Delano Roosevelt has this fishing reel with box. So there's this fishing reel over that way. It's a really big reel. And apparently, he actually fished from the decks of naval warships or his presidential yacht. That's dedication. There's a plate from George Washington Society of the Cincinnati dinner plate.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hello President. So our next show is going to begin in just 10 more minutes at
Let's see. We've got Thomas Jefferson's pocket watch. Interesting. Apparently, well, Jefferson, he loved French cuisine. He was our ambassador to France, and most likely he purchased this watch over in France. Once again, our next show will begin in just 10 more minutes at approximately 11:45. Thank you. Cool. Look at that. Hey, Retro Nerd Girl. This is Good Morning, Lorena Creole. Happy 4th, my friend, and hello to everyone in the chat. Well, happy 4th to you too, my dear. I hope you are doing fabulous. Hope you're doing fabulous today. I'm surprised they don't have any in Nixon's lock. And here's Reagan's bolo tie. Nice. So cool. They have these little things from the presidents that you could come here and check out. Let's see. Did we look in all of them? Let's see. We looked in that case. We looked in that case. Did we see Washington's portrait? I don't think we saw Washington's portrait. Okay, so here's Washington's portrait over here. Yeah. So that's his portrait. Yep, as the first president. Remember, they wanted to make him king, but he said no. He did 2 terms and then returned back to his farm on Mount Vernon. Gorgeous painting. So we're just in here waiting to be admitted into the Hall of Presidents. I like to say it's a great place to take a nap, which it is. But you learn quite a bit. And especially if you aren't American, you learn a bit more about our country and what made our country so unique with how it started. The real first, yeah, Washington. Some history about Washington. He was a superb military general. First, he was in the King's service. He fought in the French and Indian War. And then eventually got aided by such generals as Lafayette from France. And then eventually by Bernardo de Galvez of Spain. I imagine Washington had strong words to say to the men who wanted him to be king. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He gently but firmly shamed them for wanting to try to make him king. It's just like all this blood and treasure we fought to get away from a monarchy, and you want to make me king? He's like, no. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that there was a Roman general who did the same thing. They wanted to make him Caesar, and he said no. He just went back to his farm after his military service was done, and Washington basically followed that example. Yes, we could have had a monarchy. We could have. You had some folks who were very scared, in a way. contrary to what people may believe, not everyone was down with rebelling against England. You had a good percentage of people who did not want to leave, separate from the mother country. They didn't want to rebel. I mean, it was a very, very tenuous time. One of my distant cousins, I would say, I think he was like my fifth grade uncle or something like that. He was killed in the doorway of his own house by Tories, and you had families split. It was crazy, but thank you. Yes, like the Roman Cincinnatus. That's the name that I needed. Yes, yes. Just like Cincinnatus, he said, "My time is done. I have no desire to be Caesar. Let me just go and live a quiet life." Which is what he did. Now, and Lance says, Lorena Creole, correct. That story was the basis for the plot of the movie Gladiator. All right, that I did not know that. I think I'd heard the story of Cincinnatus from the History Channel somewhere, but I did not know that was the basis for Gladiator or inspired it. Okay. Yeah, it was really cool. We were a very young country. It was literally it was a proxy war. It was a world war. Not only did you have the Brits fighting in the Americas, but they were also fighting in Central America as well. That's something that people don't know about. The French jumped into the war on our side right away. Spain needed time to refresh, how much money they had, and they had to recover for the 7 Years' War. However, there was a clandestine effort from Bernardo de Galvez, who was sending ships, supplies, food up the Mississippi River from Spanish Louisiana to the colonies. But it had to be very like hush hush. No, I really don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't official. And when finally Galvez got word from the King of Spain that they could officially announce that they were entering the war, they did on the side of the Patriots, but they'd already been supplying the Patriots for years. So that's the history that you don't hear about. Spain didn't really want to fund us because they were worried the revolution would spread to their colonies, but eventually that's what happened. Bolivar, Simon Bolivar, George Washington was one of his heroes because once they saw that the revolution against the mother country was successful here, that spread to the other colonies in the Americas. And in a not really good way in France. See, for this one, I know I can record it, but I can live stream it because I did it before. So you guys will get to see the presentation for the whole presidents. First of all, the animatronics in this are something else. Blows me away every single time that I see them. So I'm gonna see if we can. I'm gonna try to sit in the back. I don't like to. I like to be like kind of like an observer when I'm streaming. I don't like to be very intrusive. So again, folks, we're here live at the Magic Kingdom. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. One of my family traditions is always going to the Magic Kingdom for the 4th of July. And me being the history nerd that I am, I love the Hall of Presidents, especially with the presentation, especially considering how much Walt Disney loved having this. Was one of his, I would say, one of his penultimate things to have here. So, you know what? Let me sit over this side. Every seat is a good seat, frankly. Every seat is a good seat. It's nice to come in here, cool off, or as my dad says, take a nap. Cool off, take a nap. But it's always good to check this out. It's what you call edutainment. I know my sunglasses are on because it's bright, 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 bright. It says, I can't wait. I love animatronics. These animatronics are, first of all, the first one with Abraham Lincoln, that was a technological feat. And with each one, it just got better and better. So here we go. Flip you guys around. Good to see.
Hello and welcome to this reverent celebration of America's leaders, both past and present. Now, Walt Disney World Resort is proud to present the Hall of Presidents.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
It is 1783, and the smoke is clearing in the wake of the Revolutionary War. Over the course of 8 grinding years, General George Washington has led a force of shopkeepers, farmers, and Native American allies to victory over the greatest military power in the world. A new nation has been born, independent and free. The founders must form a national government. In 1787, through months of passionate debate, they create a written constitution. For the country's highest office, they imagine something new in the history of the world. A leader not born to power like a king or queen. A leader who has not seized power through conquest. A leader not separate from the people, but elected by the people. From among the people. We, the people. This is a new idea, an American idea. The idea of a president. The people don't know exactly what a president will be, but there is little doubt who it will be. George Washington's stature and bearing have marked him as a leader. His integrity has made him a great one. Washington knows that many generals who have led successful revolutions make themselves dictators or kings. Instead, he steps down from power and retires to his home, Mount Vernon. The world takes note, and George Washington becomes the symbol of American ideals. In the first presidential election, it's Washington by a landslide. The only doubt seems to be his own. He writes, "Integrity and firmness is all I can promise. Integrity and firmness is exactly what we need. Everything he does as president will set a model for his successors. His final act may be the most important of all. After 2 terms, with no term limit in the Constitution and amid overwhelming support to stay in office, he steps down once again and hands power back to the people. He wants us to speak, to elect a new president. During the early years of the Republic, we choose leaders as different as Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Andrew Jackson. Elections are often bitter. Each president stands at that fiery intersection where personal character meets the challenges of the times. Some call the presidency a glorious burden. Jefferson calls it a splendid misery. We, the people, must choose well. We elect 15 presidents before the course of history brings us to the edge of a crisis like no other. A nation born of freedom still permits slavery. As the country pushes west, will new states be slave or free? The question produces bitter conflict. The issue rocks the election of 1860 and brings Abraham Lincoln onto the national stage. The tall, lanky, some say uncouth candidate from Illinois is a master of words at a time when speeches are printed in full for people to read. A house divided against itself cannot stand, he has said. With Lincoln's election, the House does indeed divide. Civil War. 11 states secede from the Union. The war becomes a defining passage in the American story. The president's own inner strength and depth of character changed the course of history. Lincoln had come up the hard way on the American frontier, desperately poor, with less than a year of formal schooling. His early years were scarred by tragedy, the death of his mother, his sister, his first love. He struggles with depression, but never loses his determination to rise above it. He once said he's driven by a desire to leave the world a little better place for having lived in it. The war rages. Lincoln fights to preserve the Union and end slavery. Neither is a sure thing. At Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 6 months after one of the bloodiest battles of the war, the president dedicates a cemetery to the thousands of soldiers who died there, in words we can never forget.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many, to lead us to that new birth of freedom. With the end of the war and the end of slavery, a new birth truly begins. As we roll toward the 20th century, settlers roll west on wagon wheels and railroads connect the nation coast to coast. Millions of immigrants pour in from Europe and Asia. Population doubles. Our economy triples. Our standing among nations rises. We need presidents who can lead both at home and abroad. At the same time, a young Theodore Roosevelt is retreating from New York politics and personal tragedy. The death of his wife and his mother on the same day in the same house. In the Badlands of North Dakota, he rethinks his life and the life of his country. He returns stronger in body and spirit. His renewed energy is just what his country needs. American industry is booming, but social tensions are rising. A progressive movement is bubbling up, pushing for change, and change is needed in the working and living conditions in cities. The gap widens between rich and poor. The demand for change grows stronger. Teddy Roosevelt is a knight on a crusade. He speaks with force and vitality in clear terms that make colorful headlines at a time when mass market newspapers have become the new media. To define his foreign policy, he borrows a phrase from an African proverb: speak softly and carry a big stick. But his greatest accomplishments are made at home. He breaks up giant monopolies, protects workers' rights, and calls for a square deal for all Americans, rich and poor, capitalist and wage earner.
And a square deal for every man and every woman in the United States.
He calls on America to be as great as the natural grandeur of its lands. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground, he tells us. And we do.
But the bottom fell out of the market. 12 million unemployed. The breadlines and the result of the 1932 election now appears.
When we elect our 32nd president, it is the worst of times. The course of history and the course of one president's life again shape a turning point in our national destiny. Franklin D. Roosevelt, paralyzed by polio, knows how to restore the faith of a people paralyzed by the Great Depression.
I believe in practical explanation and in practical thought.
He has found the inner strength his countrymen now need. He speaks to us like a friend, a neighbor. His optimism is contagious, his voice perfect for the latest breakthrough medium, radio. He calls us to believe we have nothing to fear but fear itself. And we do believe.
Life attacks on England are perhaps the most widespread of war.
But an even greater challenge dominates his final years in office: the Second World War.
We must be the great arsenal of democracy. This is an emergency as serious as war itself.
We stun the world with our production. When bombs fall on U.S. troops in Pearl Harbor, he calls us to fight on the war front and sacrifice on the home front.
The harder the sacrifice, the more glorious the triumph. So spoke America in the year 1776. So speaks America today.
The world changes, the country changes, and yet, in one sense, what we need most from our presidents has never changed. A guiding vision that calls forth the best that America can be.
Will outer space be developed for the benefit of all mankind? Or will it become another focus for the arms race? The choice is urgent, and it is ours to make. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
But really, it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome.
One of the agreements that President Sadat and Prime Minister Begin are signing tonight is entitled A Framework for Peace in the Middle East.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. You have lost too much, but you have certainly not lost America.
I can hear you! Stroll hears you!
Loving this country requires a willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Our presidency is no longer just an idea. It is an idea with a proud history. Ladies and gentlemen, the presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. And now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789, that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
That concludes our presentation. Please take a moment to gather all your personal
That
belongings.
is the
And exit
show.
only through those open doors to your right-hand side. Once again, our exit doors are currently open for you.
Very, very, very cool show.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Black Superwoman says Clinton and Trump made the Big Mac great again. And Retro Nerd Girl says I got choked up. Yeah. As much as I clown the Hall of Presidents attraction, I do love seeing it. Especially for all of the animatronics that they have. The detail that they have that's in there. And I want to say, was it Nixon or was Ford the first one to speak? I forget which. I want to say real-time president was installed after. Oh, you guys get to see the parade. Nice. Talk about great timing. Let me see. There we go. No, guys, I did not plan this. love with this new gimbal, it has like a telescopic thing on it. So it's like I can actually up so you guys can see the parade better. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm partial to the blue dress, Black Superwoman. It really is. I was so excited when they finally brought this parade back after the pandemic. It's amazing. Later, Lance. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. And yes, that is Ariel, the real Ariel. Maybe. That is right. There's Peter Pan. Remember when Peter Pan video bombed my stream? Ooh, maybe we'll see the dragon blow fire. And there's my girl Tinkerbell in the back. Yes. Okay, guys, here's the dragon. Yeah. Yeah. They got those Nightthorn guys. I see him in Dreamlight Valley. And let's see, there's the OG Golden Girls down there. Can't see them too well. How cool is that dragon? I love the dragon. wagon is on point. Gonna blow fire. Really? Oh, we're gonna get some fire. Oh, there we go. I know, right? True. I'm too far back, so we can't really see the, oh, but you can see some of the seven dwarfs. Yep, well, we finally got fire on the tail end. I want that job. I just want to be on the trapeze up there. Donald. There's the hippos and the crocodiles from Fantasia. Oh my gosh, that dream. Thank you so much for that $10 super sticker. So generous. Thank you. Thank you and happy 4th of July to you. Can some of my mods tell me what sticker that was? I can't see it in StreamYard. Thank you so very much. So very much. We can see a dream. Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that the wrong way. Thank you for that $10 super chat. I so appreciate it. Everybody wave! Thank you. Super chats help me do so much for this channel, and I so appreciate it. Sure. Hey, Apollonie's Minion, good to see you there. I see Arwen there as well. Thanks so much, See a Dream again, for that $10 super chat. I sure do appreciate that, my dear. Let's see, folks are starting to roll out of here. Tell you what, let's take a casual walk toward the front of the park. As soon as the parade lets out, everybody's like flying. Ooh, I wonder if we can get on the riverboat. Let's try to get on the riverboat. Let's see, 26 of you folks watching. Thank you so very much. We're live from the Magic Kingdom for this 4th of July holiday. Over there, to the left, you can see the stocks. That was one of the forms of punishment used in the colonies. They put you in the stocks and let you stay in there for various crimes. So you were a public example of punishment. It was so cool. So funny. The kids love doing photo ops of that. And let's see, Mr. Trace. I believe that's Mr. Punk Trace. Thank you so very, very much for that 99-cent super sticker. I bet you it's a smiley with devil horns on it. Hello, thank you. We are going to get on the riverboat here. You see the Haunted Mansion over there to the right. There. We're going to take a ride on the Liberty Bell. We're going to check out the rivers of America. So let's go up top. I think last time I didn't get the chance to go up top last time. And for those who are asking, no, they will not let you in the wheelhouse. I think in Disneyland you can, but Disney World, they will not let you. So this is another one of those like super cool. As a matter of fact, let's go over here. Actually, to the side is one of these really, really super cool things that I didn't do for the longest time. You can go over here to Tom Sawyer Island for now. And relive those adventures of Huckleberry Finn. If you remember from the book, had to whitewash the fence. Didn't want to do that. Let's see. Let me change the camera a little bit here. That's a telephoto. There we go. Back camera. All right, so you guys can see more of what's going on out here. 22 folks watching, and they threw rotten vegetables and eggs at you. What in the book? I haven't read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn in a long, long time. You know what? I'm gonna zoom in like super telephoto for a minute. Reason why is over there, Frontierland, right next to Country Bear Jamboree. They've got a banner that says July 4th celebration. It's that 19th century appeal. That's cool. I would go in Country Bear Jamboree, y'all, but I will get copyright. You darn Sherman Brothers. And then I'd have to wind up flipping it out. Hey, Dad Man Walking says that's an awesome view from that point. Thank you. Yeah. It's one of the cool things about being a theme park blogger. If something happens where I can get a really, really good vantage point for you guys, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. So here on Tom Sawyer Island, you come over here and you can go over here and relive parts of Mark Twain's novels. So the gazebo over there where you can sit there. I don't think I've ever been over to that gazebo. That's nice. And you can sit and you can watch everybody go in there into the Haunted Mansion. This looks really cool at night. And the Haunted Mansion looks all creepy and everything inside. Outside. No, folks, the Tom Sawyer Island is still here. No plans I've heard of so far to try and change it. I hope they keep it exactly the way that it is. It's part of American literary history, say. And really nice to walk through there and just hang out on the island. It's something different to do that isn't a ride or something like that, but it's great. Haven't been there in the longest time. Oh, you know what? I'll have to do either a stream or a video. Probably when the weather gets cooler over here on Tom Sawyer Island. We're probably also going to get a very good look at the construction going on for Tiano's Bayou Adventure. I know. But at least you guys will be able to take a look and see it. Hello, Mr. Trey says, keep yourself hydrated today in the Reina Creole. Oh, I absolutely will. Got my water bottle, took a couple swigs from my water bottle. And on the way out, your girl is going to get an iced coffee because you know I need that cold brew coffee. Oh, that cold brew coffee hits the spot. Retro Nerd Girl says that fence is reminding me of my childhood reading those books. Yeah, I loved reading Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I loved reading all of Mark Twain's novels. One of his favorite short stories of mine is The Celebrated Jumping Frog at Calaveras County, and not because they spoofed it in an episode of South Park, but it was a very funny short story. I loved his writing. His writing was very Americana. Tom Sawyer Island is so much fun. You should go on there. You know what, Dylan? See, I'm probably going to do that another day when it's cooler and kind of traipse through there. Because the funny thing is, I haven't been on Tom Sawyer Island here in Disney World, but I've been to the one in Disneyland. How weird is that? Hello, Johnny Ohm says, happy 4th, everyone. Well, happy 4th to you. Happy 4th to you. I'm actually putting my umbrella down because, one, I don't want it to get in other people's way, and two, once this boat starts moving, it'll be like a sail, and it'll try to take me away someplace. Good to see you, Johnny Ohm. Welcome. Welcome. Beautiful. Oh, it's nice and kind of not overcast, but a nice group of clouds that are moving over us. So I hope it stays that way because it makes it cooler. Oh, the Haunted Mansion. That's probably like about an hour wait, I think, to get in it. The line moves pretty fast, though. Because the Haunted Mansion, since that's an Omni-Mover ride, it's a ride that's constantly loading and unloading people. And interestingly, doesn't break down like Rise of the Resistance. Interesting, ain't it? I think we're gonna get ready to go. Let me go ahead and change the camera. remember Tom and Huck as random appearances in Santa Claus Meets the Ice Cream Bunny. I didn't know about that. Here we go. This is American Riverboat culture, my dears. John Ware Jr., how you doing? Says all aboard. Yes, indeed, all aboard. We are on the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell steamboat. Here on this 4th of July, just having a good time out here. Mr. Trey says my mom, sister, nephew, niece, and my nephew's family are going to Disney World later this week. Reina, Creole. Oh, very nice. Where are they staying? Well, you don't have to tell me where they're staying, but I'm glad they're coming to check it out. I hope they have a great time. The water looks so clean. Yeah, it's it's clean for Florida. We got a lot of algae and critters and stuff over there. So as you can see all the way up front, that's the scaffolding that they have over Splash Mountain, which is being rethemed to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We might get to see that, water tower they made all the fanfare about. So I think I see a little bit of difference that way. I know I keep switching cameras on you guys, but let's see. So you guys can get a better look. See over there? I bet the real Mississippi isn't that clean. Definitely not the closer you get to New Orleans. Yeah, Caribbean Beach Resort is a beautiful, beautiful resort. Let's see. I can't see the water tower from here. So maybe I'll walk over and show you guys the water tower. But there's Big Thunder Mountain, one of my favorite roller coasters, especially as I sort of tricked my dad into getting on it. He's like, you didn't tell me it was a thrill coaster. I'm like, well, you didn't read the sign. Let's see, let's look over this way. What's more odd about Tiana doesn't seem to be the character for a thrill ride. Yeah, Goof R35, it's just a overlay. So we'll see. I don't have much faith in the attraction. But your girl will tell you as soon as I get to try it out. You have an unrivaled viewpoint on that ship. Well, thank you. Glad I can share it with all of you. We can see all the foolish mortals over there going into the Haunted Mansion. They always stay at a B&B when they go to Orlando. Oh, okay, nice. I do want to go to the U.S. once Nintendo World opens. Well, they are working on it very fast over there, Epic Universe. Epic Universe is slated to open the summer of 2025. Don't be surprised if it opens a little bit earlier than 2025, but Nintendo World is going to be insane. I cannot wait. To go in Super Nintendo World. Retro Nerd Girl said, "This is wonderful. I'm glad you're enjoying it." Oh, okay. There's the tower over that way. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks extremely nondescript. Kind of boring. Rather look at this stuff here. Look at all of this theming. Hello, JLF. How are you? Welcome. Says, "Hey, Disney peeps." Well, hello. So glad to have a fellow Disney peep in the chat. Welcome, JLF. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I see Mighty Orbots there. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Oh my gosh. Let's see. As long as there are minimal delays, Universal should have no trouble getting Epic Universe on time, if not earlier. My guess is earlier. Every time I drive by the construction site, there's more and more and more that's done. The Dueling Dragons coaster track, that seems to be all complete. They're going at a feverish pace. One of the hotels is the exterior and supports, that's already up. I think they're getting bonuses if they get that sucker open early. Good, thank you. Just found your stream. Well, I'm so glad you found it, JLF. So glad you did. Love that for us. Yeah, no screens. Just natural landscape, set design. There's Florida Man over there. Alligator Swamp. Out there, the dog is actually wagging its tail. They've got like animatronic fish down there too. This is like old school Disney Imagineering. I love doing stuff like this. We got deer over here. And here you have some of the Indian settlements over here. That track over there, that is the railroad, which is actually up and running now. Maybe I should get on the railroad. I think we should. The train goes right through there. Especially no banjos play. Love the fort too, yeah. This is my favorite. I think they're Plains Indians. I love this settlement up here. I love the reproduction and everything. Let's see. Hello, Taylor. Thank you for being in my chat. It says there's a Native American animatronic village around here, right? Yes, and we're actually coming up on it right now. Right here to the left. Let's see, right there. This is why it's my favorite, because of all the animatronics you have. The women grinding like meal and tanning hides. You have the traders over there. You have the horse animatronic, dog animatronic. You can see it from the railroad and from the riverboat as well. Hey, Lance. Yes, we are on the riverboat now. Most certainly are. It's wonderful. It's overcast, with some of the fluffy clouds blocking out the sun. So this is an ideal time to get here on the riverboat and just enjoy. I cannot wait for Super Nintendo World, Mr. Trace. I cannot wait. When I drive by and I see like all the construction being done for the Donkey Kong coaster and like Toad's Cafe and all that, so exciting. Taylor says, I've been to Disney World so many times, but never went on the riverboats. I wish I had, so I could have seen this in person. Taylor, it's interesting. Last year was the first time I actually got on the riverboat, this riverboat here. And I did it as a live stream. I was like, I've never been. And I'd been coming to Disney World for decades. And that was the first time I'd gotten on the riverboat. It's such a nice combination of like the natural landscape here in Florida with storytelling and Imagineering. It just looks so cool. I'm glad you can enjoy it here with me. Oh, the railroad? Absolutely. Oh, it was gone for like 2.5 years, and the park did not seem the same without it. It didn't seem right. John Wayne Jr. says, I haven't been to a theme park in years. Trying to like highlight your chat. Okay. If Nintendo World has Star Fox and Metroid experience, where can I fly and shoot? I might have to visit Florida. Well, that could happen. Great thing about the riverboat, it's just a way to chill. Yes, absolutely. Especially when you have folks who are like, oh, everyone's like overstimulated, running from ride to ride, whatever, long wait times. You know what? Go on something like this. Just relax, enjoy, take in something different. So here's the back side of the fort. We saw the front side and the one part of Rivers of America. Now we're seeing the back. So nice. You can get to check out the fort, walk around, these little walkways and everything. There's a rope bridge. I wish I could stay, but I subscribed and we'll be back. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Well, thank you, JLF, for being here. A happy Independence Day to you, and thank you so much for subscribing. I will be live streaming again from the Magic Kingdom on Saturday. And we're probably going to do a little resort hopping too, so hopefully we'll see you then. John Moore Jr. says, I love being outdoors. I do too. I would. Still not. So that's where we came from. And now we're going on back around. There's the Haunted Mansion up there. At night, sometimes you can see the lights flicker in the rooms there. On our way back to the dock. There's Memento Mori over there. One of my favorite gift shops. Haunted Mansion, creepy stuff. And there's actually this the Ye Old Christmas shop. I gotta go in there. Gotta go into the Ye Old Christmas shop. That steamboat whistle, you like it? Miss going on the Haunted Mansion so much. Yes, that I love the Haunted Mansion. Especially love going on the Haunted Mansion attraction during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which, yes, I will be live streaming. So look for that, August 11th. I will be live streaming the party live, so you can enjoy it along with me. And one of the things I do is go to the Haunted Mansion. I love the Haunted Mansion. Yes, the Haunted Mansion never gets old. It never gets old. It is so much fun. I love it. Let's see. I'm going to go down this way. So yes, this is the Liberty Bell Steamboat. You can board it at Liberty Square. It is a high capacity. Well, it takes a lot of people around, let's put it that way. Oh, I'll be there definitely. Yeah, I'll get the stream set up. Probably, I think it's like the end of this month. But yes, I will actually be going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party on 2 dates. I will be going on August 11th, which is the first day of the event, and I will also be going on Halloween. And yes, I will be live streaming both events. In the run-up to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, you'll see me drop videos about tips, hints, all of that stuff. So I'll make sure you guys are well taken care of. Hey, awesome one. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Independence Day. Always good seeing you. Goofbar 35. Yeah, I like the Eddie Murphy version of the Haunted Mansion movie too. I did. I thought it was kitschy, funny. I don't know if I like the new movie as much, especially as Madame Leota does not look like Madame Leota. Yeah, I don't know if I even want to see it, but I may go on $5 night because that's what $5 night's for. Go to the movie on $5 night if the movie was bad. You know, hey, you didn't spend a whole lot of money, right? Okay, 25 of you folks in here. I think we're going to take a dip in the Ye Old Christmas shop and then wind our way down to Main Street, USA. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to get my iced coffee from. Not quite yet where I'm going to get my iced coffee from. Just yet. For those who want to know, yes, it is about, with the heat index, probably like 105. Definitely stay hydrated. They're telling you on the trams when you come in. When I was on the ferry, they were like, folks, stay hydrated. No joke. You can get complimentary tap water, ice water, at any food location at the parks. That's complimentary. So definitely ask for it. If you need it. One warning, Florida water has that weird aftertaste, so make sure you bring your Mio drops, water enhancer, flavor enhancer, all of that stuff. We're drinking the water here. I enjoyed it too. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. There was one year, I kid you not, they had the Muppets doing a live show. As a matter of fact, let me flip the camera and I'll show you guys. I remember how to do this, right? I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Okay. Back camera. All right, so I think it was, what was it? Oh, yeah. It was above the Hall of Presidents. So anyway, above the Hall of Presidents, they had these windows, and I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, they had Sam the Eagle, they had Miss Piggy, they had Kermit, and they had Gonzo. And they basically did this tribute to America, and it was the coolest flipping thing. It was actually, these 3 windows above the ticket office, they had the Muppets. I don't know why they never brought it back because it was such a fun show. Hey, D-Nice Gamers. Hey, Lorena. Well, good to see you. Good to see you. Happy 4th. And thank you so very much, Lance, as this is a great stream. Well, thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. And hello, Millie Santos. So good to see you. So good to see you, my dear. Well, as it's July, I'm going to do my favorite thing called the Christmas in July. This is the Ye Old Christmas Shop. It is open, of course, all year round. I love going in here to just, well, 1, I love Christmas. And 2, you go in here and it smells like Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, it smells frippin' incredible. Oh, and take another sniff. Another deep breath. I love it. I love the smell of pine. It's amazing. Goofar 35, actually, the Muppets did do something with the Haunted Mansion. The Muppet Haunted Mansion special. It's on Disney Plus. Shocked me how good it was. It was, oh my gosh, it was so darn funny. So darn funny. I'll have to have a watch party for it for Halloween, but it was funny. I was delightfully surprised. Christmas is my favorite, certified unreasonably obsessed. You sound like me, my dear. I love Christmas. I especially love Christmas at the parks. And I love coming in here to Ye Old Christmas Shop where it is Christmas every day. It looks like Christmas. It smells like Christmas. I kid you not. Oh my gosh. I love the smell. Look at this tree. Look at that. It looks so beautiful. Christmas in July. I can only imagine how beautiful. I can only imagine how wonderful it smells. It smells incredible. It smells absolutely incredible. I love it. Oh, I love pine. Pine smells so good. But yeah, you can come in here and look at all the Christmas decorations that they have for sale. Look at this. A mini Peter Pan's flight. How much is this? $34.99. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Shop Disney, but you can come here, get Christmas ornaments. Oh, Chef Nation says smell-o-vision. It sure is. I love it. Ooh, Pirates of the Caribbean. I like this one. Look at this one. Dead Men Tell No Tales. I love this. Look at this one here. Taylor says my mom's favorite shop at the Magic Kingdom. I love the old Christmas shop too. There is this company called Magic Candle, and they actually have a scent called, I think they call it Main Street Christmas. It smells just like being in here. It smells so good. Mr. Toad's, I love Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I'm still pissed they took it out of Disney World. I'm so angry. They better not ever take it out of Disneyland. There's that ornament. Just kind of look around and look at all the Christmas Christmas ornaments, Christmas decorations. Oh, look at this one. Look at Santa Spider-Man. That was actually pretty cool. I like that one. That was pretty cool. I think it is, what is it, like $29.99. Yeah, I would probably get this. This is cool looking. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I never knew that was actually a thing. It is. Wish I was there. Oh, this is like the second best thing. I like taking you guys around and showing you around the park. Oh, look at this, the little aliens. We are eternally grateful. Oh, I love Toy Story.
Are you sure?
But only movies 1 through 3, though. The rest of them, we need those. Retro Nerd Girl says I would go broke in there. Girl, you and me both. I have to like say all I'm doing is looking. All I'm doing is looking. Look, 175 days until Christmas. Oh my gosh. Okay, personalized ornaments. I really don't need to be here. Oh my gosh, look at this. I have the silver one, but I don't have the rose gold one. This is $21.99. Oh, this is so my style. Oh my gosh, I got the silver one from my Disney travel agent when she was booking my trips. And I got this as like a client gift from her. And I loved it. So now that I found out there's one in rose gold and there's one in red, that's a problem. That's a problem because now I think I need it. Could be worse. Could be Santa Deadpool. These are so beautiful. You can come over here and you can get. See, you can go and you can get ornaments that are personalized. Just see a cast member and they'll let you know. Oh, look at that, the owl. Man, Owl's a gangster. Such beautiful ornaments. I think one of the reasons that I like looking at ornaments, I don't know how many of you have ever either been to the Christmas market in Germany or if you've ever been in Peddler's Village outside of Philadelphia and you get to see like the handmade German glass ornaments. That's what your girl is used to. So I am obsessed. Obsessed with Christmas ornaments. Woo. Sun's out. Ugh, man, it's sticky too. It's so sticky. But if you want umbrellas, I'll show you guys. You can actually get personalized, customized umbrellas. These are waterproof parasols. And you can get them for $18.95 plus tax. Then per, I think, picture, looks like it's $6 for sales tax. If you want to add, in addition to if you want the different colored designs, like heart designs. Look at the Haunted Mansion one. Oh my gosh, y'all, I need that one in my life. Look at that. I need that in my life. Ooh, okay, I'm going to keep walking. But I may have to get that one for Halloween. Although I think I want one that's a little bit more authentic, like the New Orleans funeral procession style parasol that's got the lace and the tassels on it, and all of that. And yes. That out ornament is adorable. It's gorgeous. This is why I like to come here and go window shopping, and I take pictures. Because it's like, I don't really need it, but I'm going to take a picture of it to remind me, of it. Ooh, let's see stage show. Let's go see the stage show, guys. Let's go see the stage show. 24 of you folks in here watching. Thank you so very much. Happy 4th of July. Your girl Reina is live from the Magic Kingdom. Hey, Michelle C says, I still have my parasol from the 70s. All right. Oh, Taylor, the lounge flies. I have a bad lounge fly addiction. I do.
Right here with my friends. And you are who I am, Mickey Mouse. And this is
Let's go see the stage show.
Anna and Elsa.
Let me get you guys. Let me get the telescopic camera here.
We're so excited to be here. From the moment we heard your story, I like you both so much.
There we go, so you guys can see a bit better.
Being just who you are is perfect. Everyone has their own unique talents that make them special. You just have to believe that you do. That's true. Anything is possible when you have someone you love by your side. That's me.
I want to be there too.
I've learned that you just have to remember to be true to yourself. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears that once controlled me, it gets away.
Okay, y'all gonna have to put up with me because I love the songs from Frozen. Let it go, let it go. One with the sea and sky. Let it go, let it go. Never see me cry. Here I stand, here I stay. Let the storm rage on. Oh. That's right, Chef Nation. That's our jam. Let it go. You guys love my hack voice. Hey, Amanda, happy Independence Day. My co-workers are singing with you, girl. Lexi Woman said, I'm so glad my niece let this song go. Well, funny you should mention sing along. I'll give you guys a minute.
Aww. Oh, it sounds like our friends are coming back for the celebration.
Y'all better get to stepping. There's my girl Daisy.
Friends from near and far, it is now time for the magical Friendship Fair Grand Celebration. Now join us in welcoming back our new friends from the land of the bewitching bayous, Tiana, Naveen, and Lewis.
I love Lewis, the gator.
From the land of the enchanted woodlands, Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Vladimir, and Hookman. From the land of the Mystic Mountains, Elsa, Anna, and Lola.
I want Elsa's dress, y'all. I think I'll be Elsa for Halloween.
Oh gosh, it's great to have so many friends here. Now we can all dance together. Everything is into life, spring and life falls apart with a smile and a song. With all friends and blue, life goes along with a smile and a song. That was so much fun. Come on, girl, right here. Come on. Thank you for the dance. This really has been the best day ever. Discovering new dreams.
That's an adventure for sure.
Trying something new.
And having a sweet time. You win.
Finding your goal. To be true to yourself. That's right. Here's to all of us. Old friends and new ones. Warm hugs for everyone. Oh, this is what I love about the Friendship Fair. Just because what's in the life, a chance to explore. The future is where life can go. And all we know, to the place we know and belong. You're the one should you start believing in your heart, every dream is free. It's a feeling that you hold inside. It's a friendship that's to a full. Keep us up.
I'm headed to Main Street, USA.
We invite you to enjoy the rest of your magical Friendship Fair day here at the Magic
because
Kingdom.
it is really, really, really hot. Really hot, and we're about to wrap up the end. We're about to end the stream in a little bit. I want to go into the Emporium to see if the Dapper Dans are here. So,
Did you see it?
Again, talking about the crowd levels, this is not what your girl is used to. When I was a kid, it was literally shoulder to shoulder. And I'm not seeing that this time around. So, very interesting with the crowd levels. I think if I had to look, I would say that mostly it's a good percentage of locals today, but nowhere near the out-of-state visitor levels that I'm used to seeing. So right now, this looks like it could be any other day at the parks. Now, in the evening, probably different because as you guys saw from the live stream that I did from the Magic Kingdom and also what I showed you guys when I was on Pro's live stream last night, Main Street USA was full of people. You couldn't move. But that's because people want to see the fireworks and everything. But crowd level wise, it does not look that much different than your regular summer day. So yes, Disney is having issues with attendance. Hang on, trying to put my darn hard putting my UV umbrella down. So anyway, to get inside, it's hot. It's hot. I've got a waterproof makeup base on. So while the makeup itself isn't coming off, it's like having a counter sweat. But let's go on in here. Woo! Oh, it's nice and cool in here. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to look at something I have no business, which is patriotic mini ears. Let's see here. I'm going to go over here. Chill a little bit. As fun as this is, they should be doing Sons of Liberty from Johnny Tremaine. I haven't read Johnny Tremaine in years. Oh my gosh. Yes, Donald can blink. There's been updates to the costumes where they can actually blink. It's so freaky, but it's cool. Kind of like when I found out the Minions, their eyes bounce and they move side to side. It's crazy. Although I think the blinking is controlled by someone with an iPad, I think. So these are $34.99. They'll be at the Character Warehouse in about a month or so. These are definitely my style. Of course, if you do it, it'll look great on you. Oh, yeah. If I, as Elsa, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely going as Ariel the first night of the Halloween party. I will be going as Ariel, OG Ariel. Yes, Chef Nation, you did. You're not swimming today. I heard that. I'm like, better straighten up. Better straighten up. Let's see. It's such a cute show. I love it. It's a cute show. I think it's every hour on the hour, and I think 5 o'clock is the last show. So it's in front of the castle, something nice to check out. Let's see. Oh, Chef Nation, look, we got some stuff for you. Doggy collar. Mickey doggy collar right there. And like a harness. If I put this on Professor X, he'd lose it. So cute. Disney has such cute pet accessories. Let's see. Taylor says, hope you're wearing sunscreen. Yes, multiple levels of sunscreen that I wear. Under my makeup, I have a Cetaphil waterproof sunscreen stick. Sunscreen, I believe it's 50 SPF. I also use NARS tinted moisturizer, which is 30 SPF. And then on top of that, Bare Essentials powder foundation that is 15 SPF. And I have a portable can of 30 waterproof SPF sunscreen that I carry in my bag. Yes, I do not play when it comes to the sunscreen. I layer it on. And I like the sunscreen stick because it doesn't spill. It is waterproof. And it's great for putting on under your makeup. And it's more portable than spray. So if you can't get the little small travel containers of spray sunscreen, you can get it in a stick. And the ones that I get are hypoallergenic because I'm allergic to everything. So Cetaphil and Neutrogena make really good sunscreen sticks. Oh yeah, they do. Hello, Reese Mack. Yeah, it's no joke performing in that heat. Funny thing is, you get used to it. You take the precautions, but you do get used to the heat. But yeah, they are definitely troopers. Yep, USA ears. They're just a little pricey right now. I'm trying to wait until they show up at the character warehouse. Then I'll probably get some, probably grab them like I did with my Christmas ears. Yes, Black Superwoman, it is parasol weather. So I have a UV umbrella. Like mine is black, so it bounces off the UV rays. Yes, it is parasol weather. Bring it. When I put up my umbrella or my parasol, people try to get under it. But I need it because, let alone with me overheating, but I can't have my streaming phone overheat. So the umbrella helps to keep the phone cool at the same time. And yes, Casey's hot dogs. Love Casey's hot dogs. I was nowhere over there. I was nowhere over there whatsoever. Oh, man. Toy Story Summer Splash items are 30% off. I'm not going to look at this Loungefly. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's cute, but it doesn't call me to buy it. It's okay. Might want to find a place that sells Italian ices. Yeah. I actually have Italian ice at my house. I live near Jeremiah's Ice. For me, I'm just gonna get a cold brew before I leave the park. That's one of my things that I like to do. Get a Joffrey shaken Jamaican cold brew. It hits the spot in this kind of weather. So, man, it's so hot. So hot. I think your girl. I was hoping to see the Dapper Dans, but I didn't see him. Hello, Irene Jobson. Good to see you. Says, love the specialty ears. Aren't they cute? I'm trying not to buy these. I love the iridescent purple. So cute. Yeah, Amanda, those ears are so cute. Freaking love them. Hey, Senator Amidala. I saw that Disney Springs has a Chubby Munch Lane. Really? I'll have to check that out. Chef Nation, how much? Oh, how much for the collar? For the dog collar? Let me go over and look real quick for you. I'll go over that way and look and let you know. You're good to go. The sun protection is important. I got to get me an SPF moisturizer or stick. Yeah, you can get them from a Target, Walmart. They're great. And they don't spill in your bag, which, makes it even better. And Nam54, thank you so very much for subscribing to my channel. I so do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Irene Jobson says, do you do Dapper Days? Yes, I do. I have a stream up where I did the spring Dapper Days. Yeah, since I moved down here, I always go to Dapper Days. I love it. It's so much fun. I need to up my game though for Dapper Days. I have to, because some of the outfits that people have, oh my goodness, they are amazing. What they have, so cute. Ooh, Munchlings. 34. Oh no, they don't have the darn chick from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Okay, I'm gonna walk away. Pet stuff. Oh yes, they are. I have a lot of fond memories of going to Casey's. Let's see, how much is the dog collar? Let's see, for the small dog collar is $17.99. So that's for the small size one right there. It's got the Mickey charm. That's a small one. Let's see, they've got extra large. It looks like they're all $17.99, Chef Nation. So regardless of size, this dog collar is $17.99. There's another cute one down here I didn't see before. Here's one with a lead on it. How cute that is. And that's also $17.99. How cute is that? I don't have a dog. And Professor X will not let me put anything like that on him. It's so cute. They're not bad for a collar. Yeah, not bad at all. Yes, they do. They go all out. You too, Michelle. See? Happy 4th. Yes, Dapper Days. People, yeah, they do. And it's so much fun, and it's such a great sense of like community. Everyone's like, happy Dapper Day, happy Dapper Day. It's so fun. And you know what? People visiting the parks, they love looking at it. They're like, wow, what is going on? So it's a lot of fun. I have a Minnie Mouse dot dress for the next Dapper Day. I just have to get one of those crinolines to go under it. But yeah, I have the dress already. And I cannot wait to wear it. Hey, Cavatano. Says happy 4th of July, everyone. Well, happy 4th of July to you, my dear, as well. Hey, OC Giggins says, hey, Lorena, how are the crowds today? The crowds are strangely light for the 4th. I was just telling the chat earlier, for as many years as I've been coming to Walt Disney World, the 4th is usually wall-to-wall people. And it seems like any other day in the summer, except at nighttime. It seems that people are coming in over here at nighttime, but during the day, no, not that crowded at all, which is quite strange compared to last year. So I think this pretty much corroborates what I've heard, is that bookings for this year are really soft. That's why there's so many discounts. Soft for various reasons. People are deciding they've been priced out. People who decided just not to go to Disney anymore, but it is very obvious. And I'm in the parks a whole lot. And I'm looking like there should be a heck of a lot more people here than there are. Wow, I'd expect it to be packed. Says a lot when people aren't going to the parks during peak holidays. Yeah, absolutely. Did they hire the people who created the decor of Barnes and Noble for this? It's very turn of the century in the Emporium. So I love. Wait, I hear the Dapper Dans. Where are they? There they are. There's the Dapper Dans. Let's go see them.
But luckily, I have a shirt on that. Wow, we sing your favorite song. Which one was that? The last one. Hold on, let me take a look here. Wait. Not feeling it's going to be a great day, beautiful tomorrow. Because today it's not too good. There's a great day, beautiful tomorrow. Just a dream away. Tomorrow, shining every day. There's a great day, beautiful tomorrow. And tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, that's a start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and it's shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away, away. It's only just one dream. It's just a dream away. A great beautiful tomorrow. It's only just one dream away.
Excellent job. That's all, folks.
What's the way?
You guys sing that one song of Mulan. What Reflection. That's my favorite song.
All right, people. So thank you so very much for hanging out with me here at the Magic Kingdom for 4th of July. Happy 4th. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Please do make sure you hit that like button before you leave. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I'm trying to get the 5,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. Great to have that done by the end of the month. So I appreciate the word of mouth and everything. Folks, I will see you back at the Magic Kingdom on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Going to have some summer fun, check out some things at the parks, but we're also going to check stuff out at some of the monorail resorts as well. So again, thank you all so much for being here. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Be safe, especially around those fireworks. And I will see you next time. Bye.